Hi Virgo, welcome to the message you need to hear, or the message they need you to hear, more aptly put, for October 27th through November 26th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, as well as the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Intuitive Astrology and Tarot by Annette. Love and support to her. Check her out. Show her some love and support if you like what she has to say. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. All right, let's do it. Virgo, what is this message you need to hear from your person? Virgo. All right, let's do it. All right, Virgo. Knight of Cups, the Fool, whoa. Okay, so this could be Scorpio, Gemini, Virgo, or Aries. The Emperor, this could be Aries, wow. Eight of Cups, Nine of Wands, King of Swords, that could be Gemini. Ace of Cups, all right, let me get the little guys here. Not too shabby. Is this someone coming back in because they want to reestablish trust with you, Virgo? Holy cow. Let me get these out of the way here. Okay. So, is this someone that's like, okay, I'm ready to commit. I'm ready to be what I kind of woke up from my funk or my fog, or I realized the error of my ways, and I am ready to be what was supposed to have been when we were together. Is this someone's going to reach out to you and confess? This is someone that might be like, okay, all right, I'm good. I think I worked through all the business that kind of drove us apart before. I figured it out. And, you know, let me talk to you for a little bit. All right, so what's this Emperor about? What's this Emperor about? I think this person wants to talk about things, honestly. I think this is going to be somebody who wants to clear the air. Okay, so we got the Emperor and the Four of Pentacles. What's this Eight of Cups? Good gracious. What's this Eight of Cups? Ace of Pentacles. What's this Nine of Wands? For Virgo, what's this Nine of Wands? All right, so that jumped. 10 of Cups. What's this Nine of Wands? The Sun, that could be Leo. This is someone that has kind of come full circle with something and doesn't want to give up. Honestly, this is someone's like, okay, I get it now. I get it. What's this King of Swords? Seven of Swords. What's this Ace of Cups? King of Wands. So, this is someone that has come full circle and is realizing that they need to, that things could have been better, and maybe they weren't ready before, but they are now, only it doesn't seem like you're very interested. We got an offer coming in here. So, depending on, I mean, we've got a second chance here as well. We got a brand new beginning, a clean slate. This is someone that's come full circle. It keeps coming up full circle, full circle. So I think this is someone that's ready for the security and stability that they weren't before. You two are in separation. This is another one in separation. So we've got someone that's kind of, you've been for a while. This is somebody from your past. This is someone that's had some time. You two have had some time apart, and they're coming back in, Virgo. Out of the blue. I think this might be kind of unexpected from them. This would not be a person that you would expect to have resurfaced like this. What's this Fool about? The Empress, and there it is. This person would say, I'm ready now. I'm ready now. And they also, it's going to come with explanations as to why, what, who, when, if you require that or want that. But this is somebody that has lived a little and wants to come back, and they want you. And they might be kind of on the fence, going back and forth about it, because they don't know how you feel. And if you're like, you know, any kind of life choices you got going on right now, dating or living with someone, whatever, this is about them wanting to be respectful and not interfere with that. They're not into dramatic entrances or exits and all that. There's been some maturity that has happened since you two have last been together. They've lived a little. They want to illuminate, shed light on things. They want to clear the air, and they're hoping that you are receptive, but they're not sure. So that might prohibit them from coming in. But I think at the end of the day, their desire to come clean and come correct is going to win out. I don't think they're going to let that detour them. You know, it's not like they're going to kick the door down or stop a wedding or anything, but this is someone that I think they're going to get over their fear of not knowing how you feel, and just be like, look, I need to do this for me. I need you to know I've changed. I need you to know that this is what was going on at the time. And I've finally gotten all of that out of my system. I've figured it out. I've looked at this. I've looked at that. And I now know what I stand for. I know what I want. And I know where I'm going. And don't be surprised if... I don't know. Don't be surprised if you're actually like starting to reconsider. You know, that you're just like, whoa, that you actually are kind of impressed with this person. Do not be surprised. They're coming in, not coming in hot, but they are sincere. This is sincere, Virgo. So the ball's going to be in your court. There's been separation, so it's not like they, you know, and things have been going okay for them. And I think after having lived a little, they're like, okay, I know what I want now. And it's weird though, honestly. I think this is you being like, huh? Because you wouldn't expect this person to be approaching you again or seeking you out again. Like, this is kind of unexpected for you. This person coming back in and saying this. You wouldn't have expected it from them. But I think you were the very pivotal for them. I don't think they appreciated you at the time, and they have not found much in like comparable sense as far as people they've been dealing with, or of character, of compatibility, that sort of thing. So this is something you might have put to rest, but they are coming back around again. Don't be surprised, especially if they reach out online. Don't be surprised. Well, who doesn't nowadays, right? But yeah. Yep. And they're really hoping for reciprocity. They're hoping that you might still feel the same. I don't think this is someone seeking sympathy. Like, they're not going to be like, you know, I was going through really hard. I don't think they're doing that as a way to engender sympathy and for you to be more receptive. I think they're just going to, it's important for them because I think they feel like they're in a really good place. And so they want you to know that I'm solid now. Back then, I can see how I wasn't. I did this or I did that, you know, but now I'm good. Again, though, that there's something about you going, huh? When this person re-enters. That's for Virgo. Winter. Winter is come. So, could be talking about winter here. When this happens, or letting it says the sacredness of pausing. So just because they're coming in saying all this stuff just means that they're coming in saying all this stuff. There's absolutely no, it's not compulsory on your part to do anything. You can simply hear or view, scroll what they have to say, but it requires no action on your part. They're hoping that you feel the same, that you'd be receptive, that you let them, that you in turn would have a confessional or open up to them, that sort of thing. that you'd be into it, but, you know, willing to move forward with this. But your option also is to just take that on board and then be very like, okay, well, I'm going to think about that, or thank you for telling me, or whatever, if at all. But this is about pausing and reflecting and just kind of letting things be still. So perhaps it's going to happen in winter. But also it could be that you decide to do nothing with the information. However, it feels like you're actually going to be considering this person. Just saying. Maybe with a lot of thought, though. Taking things slowly, perhaps. We got the Fool and the Empress here. This is a brand new beginning that, well, I got the Empress. Nurturing, thriving. This is somebody, for all intents and purposes, wants to come back and have the kind of relationship that they didn't have before with you, at least on their end. What else for Virgo? This is someone's like, you know I was really lacking. I want to make up for that. The Star. Oh, good gracious, look at that. There's some frontal business there. Well, okay, I hope that's not offensive. All right. What am I talking about? I'm always on boobies, but then it's like yeah, all right. What else? So this is a goal long term. This is having hope for the future. So Virgo, this again with the pausing to reflect, and then we got the Star card, boobies. This could be things changing over time, things coming to fruition over time. A long-term goal is reached. There's hope for the future. This could be that you have actually been waiting for so long for this jerk face to come apologize and to say all the things that they're about to say, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that's why it comes as such a shock. You probably put this down a while ago, but here they come in a romantic capacity, with an emotional attachment in mind. Like, this is someone that's returning to make up for what they didn't do before. They've lived a little, they're ready. And you're just like, what? So what you do with that is going to be your choice, but the intent is there, the authentic. This person is not saying this just to get back in your good graces. They really mean it. It's been a while, but they mean it. All right. What else for Virgo? What else for Virgo? So this is 9 of Wands reversed, and this is the Chariot. All right, so we've got someone really wanting something and someone having a plan, and yet there's this indecision and there's this, so here we have the 9 of Wands here. This is someone that might be a little heavy-handed in their approach because of how driven or they really want this. Which is kind of weird because here we have, this control and this caution, and then we've got someone throwing that to the wind and being like, oh, I don't know if this is a good idea, but I really want this. I want this to happen. This is Chariot. That could be Cancerian. Okay, lots to think about here. This could be... Perhaps where they were guarded before, this is about them finally wanting to move forward and not... It almost feels like they got this inspiration. Like all of a sudden they're just like, you know what? I've come full circle. I'm really optimistic and hopeful for the future. And let's get this show on the road. I'm not defensive or guarded anymore. I'm not angry. Okay, I'm not angry anymore. I'm not all hung up on my feelings and I'm letting that go. Will you please reconsider with me? Can we start somewhere? This is like, can we start somewhere? Doesn't have to be dating, doesn't have to be anything, although I would like that. Will you just talk to me? Will you hear me out? We got the Ace of Cups here. King of Wands. Just saying. Somebody's going to get this ball rolling. Don't be surprised, though, Virgo, if you consider this, honestly. This is the authenticity is here. The integrity is here. Just saying. Some of you might be like, go pound sand, but this is, it's there. Renewed hope and faith, a new beginning. All right. Okay. I thank you for stopping by, Virgo. I hope this was helpful. Good luck to you. Even if you don't take them up on their offer, or if you're just like, oh no. But honestly, with the way this feels, someone coming back in, hopeful, and wanting what they didn't provide before, like wanting to make up for lost time. You don't see that every day. And I commend them for their effort. You need to walk away, you walk away, but the offer is sincere. And go ahead and take all the time you need. Because this doesn't have an expiration date. It's not like they're going to be pressuring you, you know? All right. I think they're just so excited that they're like, you know what? I know what I want now. I know what I want. There's this optimism, this joyfulness. Okay, all right. I hope this was helpful. Hope to see you in the next reading. Thank you for stopping by, Virgo. Take care.